Welcome to my channel Super Rare Coins. Today is best top 2 coins. Please don't skip this video. So let's get it started. The Poland 1 Grosz coin of 2013 is the smallest unit of the Polish zloty currency system. It belongs to the subdivision of the zloty with 100 groszy making 1 zloty. Though its monetary value is minimal, roughly equal to 1/100th of a zloty, it carries significant symbolic, practical and historical weight within Poland's modern coinage. By 2013, the Polish zloty had already been revalued and stabilized for over 2 decades, and coins like the 1 Grosz served as the foundation of Poland's everyday transactions. Despite being a tiny coin, it is part of the larger story of Poland's monetary sovereignty in the post-communist era. The technical specifications of the 1 Grosz coin are carefully standardized. It is a tiny round coin weighing 1.64 grams, with a diameter of 15.5 millimeters and a thickness of 1.25 millimeters. The coin is struck from brass-plated steel, a cost-effective material chosen for its durability and golden appearance. This composition, introduced in the 1990s, replaced earlier alloys and allowed the Polish mint to produce vast quantities of low-denomination coins at a low cost. The brass plating gives the coin a warm golden yellow sheen, making it distinct from larger denominations which use cupronickel or other alloys. The coin has a smooth edge without milling to simplify production and distinguish it by touch from other values. On the obverse side of the coin is the national emblem of Poland, the crowned white eagle, orzeł biały, a centuries-old symbol of Polish statehood and identity. The eagle is shown in full heraldic form with wings, outstretched head turned to the right, and a regal crown resting on its head. Around the eagle is the inscription Rzeczpospolita Polska, Republic of Poland, followed by the year of minting, in this case 2013. The inclusion of the eagle underscores national pride and continuity, linking Poland's modern currency to its long and complex history. Even on the smallest coin, the eagle is prominently displayed, symbolizing that national dignity is not diminished by size or value. The reverse side of the 1 Grosz coin carries a simple yet elegant design. The center shows the numeral 1, representing the denomination, next to the inscription Grosz in capital letters. Flowing around the numeral is a delicate ornament in the form of a stylized oak leaf and acorn. This oak motif is symbolic of strength, endurance, and resilience, values deeply associated with Poland's national spirit. The oak, a tree long admired in Polish culture, represents both rootedness in tradition and the ability to withstand adversity. Even though the coin is the smallest in value, the symbolism suggests that every unit, no matter how small, contributes to the larger whole of the nation's economy. By 2013, the 1 Grosz coin had been in circulation for nearly 2 decades as part of the currency reform of 1995, when Poland redenominated its zloty after years of hyperinflation in the communist and immediate post-communist era. At that time, 10,000 old zloty were converted to 1 new zloty, PLN. The 1 Grosz coin therefore symbolized a fresh start for Poland's economy, representing monetary stability and renewed trust in national currency. By 2013, Poland's economy was growing steadily, even having avoided the worst of the 2008 global financial crisis, and the presence of low-value coins like the 1 Grosz reflected the country's continued reliance on cash transactions. The practical role of the 1 Grosz coin in 2013 was somewhat paradoxical. On the one hand, it was necessary for exact pricing, as Polish shops and supermarkets often priced goods down to the gross. On the other hand, its extremely small value meant that it was often seen as inconvenient, accumulating in pockets and drawers. Many Poles considered the coin almost symbolic, since its purchasing power was negligible. 1 Grosz could not buy anything on its own. Yet in aggregate, groszy were essential for maintaining precise transactions, especially before the widespread rounding rules that would later apply to cash payments. The mintage of the 1 Grosz coin in 2013 was high, as the National Bank of Poland ensured constant supply to meet circulation needs. Millions were struck at the Mint of Poland in Warsaw, Moneta Polska, which has been producing Polish coinage for centuries. These coins were distributed nationwide, and while many entered circulation, a significant number were also hoarded unintentionally by the public, as they tended to pile up unused. From a numismatic perspective, this makes the 2013 issue common and easily obtainable with little rarity in standard condition. The collector's perspective on the 2013 1 Grosz coin is relatively modest. In circulated form, it is only worth its face value. However, coins preserved in mint state, uncirculated condition, are often included in annual coin sets issued by the Mint of Poland, which are popular among collectors. These presentation sets, usually containing the entire range of Polish denominations for a given year, carry a premium because of their limited issue and pristine quality. Proof strikes of the 1 Grosz coin also exist, struck with mirror-like fields and frosted designs, and these are far more desirable to numismatists than the ordinary circulation pieces. From a symbolic perspective, the continued production of the 1 grosz coin in 2013 was important while many countries have phased out their smallest. Coins such as the 1 and 2 cent coins in some parts of the Eurozone Poland chose to retain the grosz. This decision reflects not only a cultural attachment to precise accounting but also a commitment to the principle that every unit of currency, no matter how small, has value. In a society still deeply rooted in cash usage, this respect for even the tiniest coin underscores the importance of fairness and precision in everyday commerce. The design philosophy of the 1 grosz coin is worth noting. Unlike higher denominations, such as the 2 zloty commemorative coins often featuring historical figures, events, or landmarks, the grosz coins are deliberately simple. Their designs are functional yet elegant, combining clarity with national symbolism. The oak leaf motif provides continuity across the lower denominations, 1, 2, and 5 groszy, visually unifying the smaller coins while allowing each to stand apart. For the casual user, this makes recognition easy, while for the collector it reveals the thoughtfulness of Polish coin designers. Next, the Poland 1 grosz coin, dated 1992, belongs to the very first generation of coins struck under the new zloty system that was introduced in 1995, but its design and production actually began earlier, in the early 1990s. The 1 grosz coin represents the smallest denomination of the modern Polish currency system, with 100 groszy equal to 1 zloty. Even though its face value is very small, the 1 grosz coin has an outsized historical and symbolic role. It represents the rebirth of Poland's economy following decades of economic instability during the communist era. The early 1990s were a time of massive transition for Poland, moving from a centrally planned economy toward a free market system, and the coinage issued at this time reflects that pivotal shift. And technical specifications. The 1992 1 grosz coin is 15.5 mm in diameter, has a thickness of about 1.25 mm and weighs approximately 1.64 grams. It is struck in aluminium, not the brass-plated steel used in later issues. This choice of aluminium was primarily for cost efficiency. Aluminium is lightweight, inexpensive, and easy to strike, which made it ideal for a coin of such low value. However, aluminium coins are also softer and wear down more quickly in circulation, and this would later become one of the reasons Poland switched alloys for the 1 grosz coin. The coin has a plain, smooth edge which is typical for such low denominations and makes it easy to distinguish by touch from other coins with reeded edges. The obverse design of the 1992 1 grosz coin features the national emblem of Poland, the white eagle, orzeł biały. This is a crowned eagle, wings spread, head turned to the right, and it has been Poland's heraldic symbol for centuries, dating back to the medieval Piast dynasty. Around the eagle, the Rzeczpospolita Polska, Republic of Poland, runs in a circular arc, emphasizing the continuity of national identity. Despite the dramatic political changes of the late 20th century, at the bottom of the obverse appears the date of issue, 1992. This combination of national symbol and issuing authority makes even the smallest coin an emblem of sovereignty and pride. The reverse design of the coin is dominated by the large numeral 1, indicating the denomination, accompanied by the word grosz, written in capital letters. Flowing around the numeral is a decorative element, a stylized oak leaf with acorn. The oak motif is rich in symbolism. Oak trees in Polish culture represent strength, endurance, and deep roots. To place this design on the tiniest coin carries a subtle message. Every contribution, no matter how small, adds to the strength and resilience of the whole. The oak leaf design was created by Polish engraver Ewa Tyk-Karpińska, and it continues to be used with slight modifications on later grosz coins. The year 1992 is significant for Polish coinage because it marks the period of preparation for the Great Currency Reform of 1995. During this reform, Poland redenominated its currency at a ratio of 10,000 old zloty, PLZ, equals 1 new zloty, PLN. The 1992 1 grosz coin was already struck according to the new system, even though it circulated only after the reform came into full effect in 1995. In other words, these coins were minted early and stored for distribution in anticipation of the currency changeover. As such, the 1992 issue is among the earliest modern Polish coins of the post-communist era, symbolizing the birth of a stable economic system after years of hyperinflation in the 1980s. In terms of mintage and circulation, the 1992 1 grosz was produced in very large numbers at the Mint of Poland in Warsaw, Menica Polska. The purpose was to ensure that sufficient small change would be available when the new zloty entered circulation in 1995. Once released, these coins became common in everyday transactions. However, because they were made of soft aluminium, they wore down quickly, often becoming smooth and light in appearance. As a result, many examples from circulation today appear battered, dull, or even bent. Finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is much rarer, and such examples are prized by collectors. The economic role of the 1 grosz coin in 1992 and the years following was both practical and symbolic. Practically, it allowed for exact accounting in prices and transactions, especially in a newly stabilized economy where precision in money mattered. Symbolically, it demonstrated the government's commitment to ensuring a complete currency system where every unit had meaning and value. In daily life, however, its extremely small value meant that the coin was often regarded as more of a nuisance than a necessity. Many Poles left them unused in jars or drawers, and this has continued to be the case with 1 grosz coins throughout their history. From a collector's perspective, the 1992 1 grosz coin holds special importance because it represents the first year of issue for Poland's modern coinage system. Even though it is not rare in circulated condition since millions were minted, its historical position as the beginning of a new era gives it significance. Collectors often seek out the 1992 issue as part of a complete zloty set, and coins preserved in mint condition, often from official mint sets or bankrolls, can command a small premium. Proof versions of the coin struck for collectors also exist and are highly desirable due to their fine finish and limited numbers. Looking at the design philosophy, the simplicity of the 1 grosz coin is deliberate. It avoids elaborate imagery in favor of clarity, functionality, and subtle symbolism. Unlike higher denominations, which sometimes feature commemorative themes or complex designs, the grosz coins are made to be instantly recognizable and easy to use. The use of the oak leaf motif on the lowest denominations creates visual unity across the grosz series, reinforcing the idea that strength and growth begin from the smallest seeds. The decision to put such a meaningful national symbol on the smallest coin reflects Poland's cultural emphasis on resilience in adversity. In the broader historical context, the 1992 1 grosz coin marks Poland's re-emergence as a modern European nation after decades of communist rule. By the early 1990s, Poland was transitioning rapidly toward democracy, free markets, and integration with Western institutions. The issuance of new coinage was part of this larger transformation, signaling to the world and to Polish citizens that the country was building a new stable and sovereign financial system. Coins like the 1 grosz of 1992 thus carry more than monetary value. They are historical documents of national rebirth. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe my channel for more videos.